to do so, we need more commercialization or realization of how space is amazing, especially in Japan.
So you are Executive Vice President at Spacedata.
Yes.
So let's talk about the Spacedata. Can you tell us a little bit of what the Spacedata does?
We are creating our digital platform, what we call the Providence. And in that digital platform, we provide our social simulation tool for the use cases like disaster management, national security, urban planning, or sometimes space exploration. And that digital platform is maybe easy to understand in this way, digital twin. So in the digital twin Providence platform, the customer can train their robot or physical AI with a very high resolution, realistic 3D models that we create, so that before deploying their systems in the real world, so that they can train again and again and again and again for their systems, so they can do a lot of simulation. And that's going to be like robotics use cases. But for the disaster management use cases, we can input a lot of natural disaster or rain, forest forecasting, the temperatures, all of those things into the platform, so that a customer can do a lot of simulations. What's going to happen in the city? What's going to happen in the regions? How does it affect for the populations too? So, and we are creating that the platform, and we've been providing that mainly for the government, but we have also good attentions and demands from the commercial side as well.
Okay, so let me understand this. So when you mention digital twin, means okay, you are doing a replication of an environment in a digital kind of world.
Yeah.
So it's easy to be there. And in your case, you are specializing in testing for some business cases. Some of them are industrial cases, like robotics.
That's right.
And you provide such an accurate environment that it allows for that testing to have a precise accuracy into the real environment.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's very correct. Like for example, let's say our security use cases, customer would like to let's say deploy a lot of the drones for the maintenance or monitoring their facility or their premises. But before doing so, they can train a drone itself using the digital twin, because the digital twin is a replica of the real world. And in the digital twin, the customer can simulate, a lot of the different situations, like temperature or rain, snow, etc., etc. So that the trained drone can work very precisely in the real world. So that's the real and virtual loop.
Okay. In my mind, I would say like, okay, this sounds fantastic. It's amazing. But how accurate is this? I mean, if I'm like thinking, is it really going to work or not?
Yeah. So we did actually very quite interesting experiment in the space. So in order for us to give your evidence of our accuracy, so we created the International Space Station digital twin based on the cooperation from JAXA. JAXA is like a Japanese NASA, and we get the data from JAXA, and we create the 3D model of the digital twin. And not only for the 3D models, we incorporate it into the air velocity, or airflow, and also temperature, as well as we duplicated the microgravity.
Okay.
And with that environment, there is a robot inside of the digital twin, and which that robot is also existing in the real world of the ISS. And we input the same command into that robot, with the digital twin side and also ISS side. And then both robots perfectly move the same way. So we, somehow we proved that our platform is very, very correct. And then the accuracy is like centimeter level.
Can you give me a little bit of a walk through the journey of when do you start doing this digital twin with the keyboard module, right, of the JAXA one? How did you discover, okay, this is so accurate, I'm going to start using it for other kind of technologies?
Yes, sure. Well, we always get the same type of question, when I explain to our current companies our capabilities and use cases. Well, where is the space? And my answer is that we use the Spacedata. Spacedata means not our company. It's complicated sometimes, but like satellite imagery and those kind of data we use always. So that's why we are still connected with the space. But speaking about our history, we were founded in the 2017. At that time, there was like more space race from the ventures like SpaceX and other companies, or Astroscale. Those companies are established. Yeah. And our CEO, who is our serial entrepreneur, he also wanted to invest into the space industry. So that's how we started. And back in 2022, we developed a digital twin solution, and we won the SBIR project fund from the Japanese government. Yeah. And then that's the beginning of the scaling of the company. I joined the company in September 2024. At that time, there was only 30 people. But now, within a year and a half, we are almost 180. Yeah. So it's
a good growth.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but it's amazing.
And what you joined the company, and what is your role? A little bit of what is your background? How do you decide? Yeah, this is a company I want to be part of. At the time you are joining, it sounds exciting, but you really don't know where this is gonna go. What has been your journey before, but then after, and what makes you decide into going into this company?
Right. So our company mission is still, mission vision is still remains the same, which is a commercialization of space. As you can imagine, space is far, far away. And also you cannot live without space technology like GPS or communications. Nobody cares about those. So that's a pity. And speaking about myself, I started my career from the beginning. Space industry. I worked in the satellite development, procurement side, project management for the Japanese customers to purchase a foreign product all over the world. So I was always involved in those areas, mainly hardware. And I really appreciate for the industry because I feel like space industry raised and trained me very well as a professional businessman. So I wanted to always contribute to the industry as well as our next generations. Yeah. Like I was so moved with the recent Artemis 2 launch by NASA. Yes. And then right now for human is far, far away and behind the moon, which is fantastic, right? And I can easily imagine that the children as of today can see that, wow, I want to work in the space industry and I wanted to create something like that. In order to do so, we need more commercialization or realization of how space is amazing, especially in Japan. So I was always struggling to reach that way from the reality. So when I meet my CEO, he was very, very visionary, and his vision as SpaceTech is always commercialization of space. So I thought like, wow, okay, maybe this company is something that I can achieve that vision. So that's how I decided to join the company.
Yeah, would you have liked to be in the Artemis?
Yeah, why not? So, definitely I want to go to the space. Definitely, yeah. That's one of my dream. I'm not sure if you have seen the picture of the human taking. It's fantastic.
I have, yes.
That's amazing. So from here to the Earth. When we see the moon, we say like there's it's lack on the moon. Yeah. But from the other side, from the moon, when you see this Earth, the Earth is lacking. I was like, wow, this is a totally different perspective.
Yeah, exactly. It's the mirror, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right. So you are joining the company, and you are, as a company, developing this very precise digital twin with the JAXA, the ISS. This is probably one of the most harsh environments. Space is always one of the harsh environments, and I always see that with space tech companies. When they go there, they do a solution. It is so precise, and it's so rigorous in terms of being very little or almost no mistakes happening, that then you develop a technology that is very solid proof for many other things. And it seems to me that's what you achieve as a company, and now you are bringing into other sectors.
On the ground,
Tell me, you are in disaster risk management using space data. You're also in the robotics part, because that brings you into the Kibo model kind of equipment that was developed there. What else are you planning, or what is next that you see that is coming here?
So far we have already the heritage, and I'm in the pipeline. with the urban development, disaster management, and the national security for those digital twin capabilities at Providence. And we believe that we can also leverage those experience to the different industries such as the food, energy, and infrastructure. Those are very close for the large scale of the simulation is necessary. Food is the crop, meaning like in the region of the Africa, there's very large regions.
It's more for the crops and how to develop so it's more agriculture kind of development.
Yes, and for the simulation side, there's a very social risk and things happening. Like for example, crop A can be raised in the large region of Africa. Right. They have been keep cropping that A. Yeah. But due to the climate change, there is no way to crop that product. But if we can predict and assume that maybe crop C can be applicable in that region, then those regions and the people doesn't have to leave left the region and to move it another way. And also the government itself can have a better prediction of their economic growth. Okay. So those can be used for our digital twin solution using the satellite imagery.
Okay, so I understand. So you have one set of applications that are more system-wide, right? And those are disaster risk management or the climate change and impact on some of the industries around it. I mean, I guess traffic congestions would be another one, urban development and things like that. And then you have the other one that is more industrial, like the robotics and anything like. What else? What other use cases do you see coming or potentially for these technologies to happen? Is drug discovery one of them? It's something else that you may think about?
Yeah, drug discovery, that's going to be interesting. Actually, our company does a lot of things, as you can imagine, although we're small. We have our investment team too. Okay. I'm sometimes a part of it, Spacedata investment, and we made an investment into our Luxembourg-based space drug discovery company called Exobiosphere. They are doing the drug discovery in space.
See, I guessed it.
So yeah, and then we had a discussion with Exobiosphere, saying that maybe in the future, if they have more data about the drug discovery in space, we can create a digital twin of the human and how does the drug gonna work in the digital twin side. So we can work something like that. So always we have such a vision too. I know there's a lot of R&Ds going on, like for example, University of San Diego, they're creating the organoid of the brain, a very small one. And also the another company is trying to create a Latina in Spain, in space as well. And some US company also created in the meniscus.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So a lot of the innovation is happening. So the space drug discovery is something very, very much evolutionary.
And what about the data centers in space?
That's a huge thing, right? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, everybody's saying that.
But before putting it there, are they gonna work? How are they?
I think they're gonna work.
Yeah. And would they need to test it in digital twins before doing that or not? Would that be more efficient? Question.
No, if that's going to be the case, I think that's going to be great.
All right, so thinking about the future, how do you see as the market evolves, maybe in 5 years from now, what do you think are things that are coming in space or something that you see from your business perspective that you say, okay, this is the evolution of the technology, we think the market is going to evolve into that way. Tell me the ones that are more exciting for you.
Right. So maybe this is not exciting, but within 1 year and two, due to the current country-wide tensions, I think we have to commit our technology to put into the national security side to protect the country and also to have our alliance in a very good way. In Japan, as you may know, new administration Takaichi. Yes. Prime Minister Takaichi inaugurated, and she would like to put a lot of resources on the national security side. So we direct to also support that national direction. And then Japan has started talking with NATO in addition to the US side. So that's also a lot of dynamism and changes compared to the past couple of dozens of years. So we as a company, private company, I think we're gonna what we have developed is going to be used both national security side and commercial side in the so-called dual use.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the direction so far in the company. But the more technology get matured, I think we can get a lot of knowledge and lessons learned that can be also returned to the commercial side.
Yeah.
So I hope that we can contribute to to solve the programs on the social side too.
No, it's interesting what you're saying, because if you look at the history of innovation, started with Silicon Valley.
Right.
It's always connected with this dual use angle, and it's coming up. It's like a cycle and free will that happens. So it's interesting that we are going back to that as we evolve. What would you have loved to know, to have known before that will drive your career better?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Maybe I have a 5-year-old daughter, and maybe I'm gonna tell her like 3 things, like believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want, which you really would like to do, and also do have a passion, like to pursue what you really love, and then with your passion, then you're gonna be number 1, or at least very top of the areas. And number 3, they believe in the people. Like people you are around it, and appreciate them, and then give yourself to them, so that they gonna return to you back in some way. So I think those 3 words that I'm gonna tell the next generations.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I wish you all the best. You are doing a fantastic job here, and I wish this continues growing, the direction it's going.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep in touch.
Absolutely.